Everybody, welcome to episode 41. Yeah, 41 of the Building and Becoming Show. Getting close to the end of 2025. We had a lot of cool stuff happen this year, and I feel like we're just freaking getting started. So thanks for joining us. Hey, you know what? Before we get rolling, right before I decided to come down and knock this episode out with you guys, I got my year-end Spotify statistics. So let's go through them together. And I want to go over these because, you know what? I'm super grateful. I'm super humbled. We've experienced a lot of amazing things this year, and it's all because of you guys and what you are allowing us to do through our Spotify, through Apple, through YouTube, of course. So let's go over a couple of things. In 2025, the Building and Becoming Show, 57% growth in followers. Okay, not bad. We're up 15% in total audience. Here's the greatest metric of all. We are up 625% in total new audience. That is huge. We're reaching so many more people. You want to know what the number one episode was? Episode 70. So I know I just said it's episode 41. We didn't reset the episodes until we changed the name of the show. It was called the Ministry of Freedom Show for quite a while. And we did 71 episodes of that show. So Males, Manhood, and Masculinity was our top episode of 2025. So you should go back and check that one out. It's pretty freaking solid. My show was in the top 30% of all videos on Spotify for 2025. I'm going to say that again. This is amazing. The Building and Becoming Show was in the top 30% of all videos on Spotify. It's pretty darn cool. What's our number one country in the world? Yeah, the United States, followed by Canada, India, South Korea, and apparently the Netherlands. So pretty cool. So anyway, I share that with you guys just because I think it's amazing what God is doing through our show. And I can see the impact growing as I can see the mission of the show going towards elite discipleship. Yeah, we're going to throw in some politics. We're going to throw in some cultural things. I'm going to go over some comments, and I'm going to get heated sometimes, and I'll have some cool guests sometimes. But overall, what is the mission? Man, we're just here to provide elite discipleship. We want you to grow closer to Jesus Christ. We want you to take the Bible from the shelf where it's been gathering dust, and we want you to open it. And yeah, we want you to read it. But then after reading it, we want you to apply it to your life, to start living up to the standards of Areté, biblical excellence that you see written in the words of the Bible. So that's what we're all about here. Today's episode, look to the right and left. It's just you and me again. Another solo show, because today I'm going to talk to you about showing up, building legacy, and how to stop quitting on yourself. Okay? So we're going to stay locked in on something that matters more than motivation, more than hype, and more than any strategies you're trying to develop. It's just showing up, right? Showing up for yourself, showing up at the gym, showing up for your family, showing up for your legacy. Because if you don't show up, nothing in your life changes. And if you do show up and you do it consistently, intentionally, with excellence, everything in your life will change. So today, here's what the show is going to be. And I want you to stick around till the very end. You're going to get a lot of value from this. I'm going to give you 3 actionable steps that you can immediately implement into your life. And I'm going to issue you a 7-day challenge that will change your results and your identity if you take it seriously. But first, I'm going to read you guys a testimony from one of our own, a man who decided to stop talking about change and actually freaking do something. So you ready? I'm going to read it verbatim. Here we go. He starts with a scripture. We are in a battle with the enemy of our soul, mind, and body. John 10:10 says, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. But I came that they may have life and have it to the full. Some translations say have it abundantly. I knew the enemy was real, spiritually, but I wasn't willing to discipline my body or my habits. I had to ask myself, am I operating in excellence with Jesus in all areas of life? On October 20th, 2024, I hit a breaking point. I was tired of living in mediocrity, physically unhealthy, mentally foggy, spiritually willing, but the flesh completely weak. I could barely get myself up off of the floor. I couldn't carry a case of water to the car. Overweight, sugar crashes, no discipline, no consistency, no follow through. Promises made and broken. Zero accountability. No challenge from anyone, not even those men in church. But I wanted to be here long term for my family. I wanted to build legacy. I wanted to help others. Everything changed when I finally went all in. I started with the book Suck Cycle. Then I stepped into deep water coaching, next level discipline, next level training, next level accountability. I'm trading fat for lean muscle. I'm building a transformative lifestyle rooted in honoring Jesus in everything I do, becoming strong, fit, capable, disciplined, and aligned. I'm not the same man today that I was even yesterday. I'm building and becoming the example. Transformation is possible, and if you want it, just follow the path with me as I follow Jesus. Whew. That's Mike Freeman. Mike Freeman posted that to his social media, and that hit me. That is what this is all about. That's what's possible when someone gets sick of their own excuses and decides to show up. So, speaking of showing up, let's talk about showing up for yourself. Mike had the results because he didn't quit. Okay, most people quit because progress is slow. Change doesn't feel sexy on day 2. You don't see abs in a week or spiritual maturity after you say a couple prayers. But let me tell you the truth. Slow progress is still freaking progress. And it's always better than staying stuck. Showing up for yourself is not selfish. It's biblical stewardship. When you get stronger, disciplined, stable, and consistent, your entire world gets better. So also, let's talk about showing up for your family. You know, your kids don't need a perfect parent. Anyone relieved about that? Yeah, me too. They need a present parent. They need a healthy parent. They need a strong parent. They need a leader with standards. So here's the real question for you. If your family duplicated your life exactly as it is today, would you be proud of that legacy? If not, good, because that means you're awake and you're the one who can change it. Let's talk about building a legacy that outlives you. And isn't that what legacy is? It goes beyond our time down here. Legacy isn't money. It's not status. What it is identity. It's discipline. It's faith that's passed down to the next generation. Legacy is your son or daughter watching you do hard things and doing that consistently. Legacy is them knowing that mom or dad lives what they preach. Legacy is them seeing you lead with Jesus Christ at the center. Legacy is built one choice at a time. So I told you I'm going to give you 3 action steps. Okay. Grab your pen. What is written is retained. If you're driving, you can watch back later and write them down then. Here we go. Number 1, I want you to start mastering the first hour of your day. How you start your day sets the trajectory for every decision afterward. So for the next week, okay, we're just talking 7-day hunks here. So for the next week, how about no phone for the first 60 minutes that you're up? Oof. How about you commit in that first hour to reading scripture? I'm going to take it a step further. Read scripture out loud because there is power in reading scripture, but speaking it out loud puts hell on notice, makes you dangerous spiritually. So read the scripture out loud. Also, prayer time in that first hour. Drink a lot of water in the first hour. Drink a liter of water in the first 60 minutes of your day. And finally, within that 60 minutes, I want some movement from you. Lift some weights, go for a walk, do some stretching, whatever. See, if you control the first hour, you control the rest of the day. So first, master the first hour. The next action step for the next week, keep one promise to yourself every day. Not 20 promises, not a whole checklist. You got to go through and I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. No, I'm not talking about that. One freaking promise. Can you guys commit to keeping one promise to yourself every day? You keep it daily. You don't negotiate with yourself. You don't give into excuses. That's how discipline is built. And discipline's the bridge between your faith life and your physicality. You build discipline by making a promise to yourself and keeping it. After time, that becomes a habit. Now you have a habit built in. Then you start again. You take another promise that you make to yourself and you keep it. It then turns into a habit. As we start building habits, you become a disciplined human being. Are you seeing it? That's what we do. So step 2 is keep one promise to yourself every day. Step 3, lead your home intentionally. Your home should feel your leadership. When you walk in the room, your family should feel leadership. So every day, I want you to pray with your spouse. I want you to pray with your kids. And you know what a great place to do that is? Having dinner together before bedtime, in the morning. There's plenty of opportunities to actually lay hands on your family and pray over them before they go into the darkness of the world. Speak life into your family, over your home. Proclaim the protecting blood of Christ throughout your property. Create the direction. You are here to direct, protect, and provide for your family. That direction comes from you as the leader. Set standards, Areté standards, biblical excellence. The standards are up here. You live up to those standards, and then you know what happens? You become the standard. People see you as the standard for excellence. If Jesus is truly Lord of your home, you realize it's going to show, right? All right, now I got a 7-day challenge for you. Then I'm going to get you out of here. Here it is, the commitment. For the next 7 days, you will master your first hour, keep one promise to yourself daily, lead your home with intentionality. All 3 for 7 days. No shortcuts, no skipping, no, I got too busy this week, I got sick, I didn't feel good. None of that garbage. Do this for a week. I promise your entire identity is going to shift. Your confidence is going to rise, your spirit is going to strengthen, and your home is going to feel different. And on day 7, I want you to reach out to me directly and tell me what changed. I'm freaking serious about this. I'm going to be looking for these messages. How do you get a hold of me? DM me, message me. If you know my phone number, text me, send me an email. I'm info@jimmotes.com. info@jimmotes.com. You can leave a comment on Audible, on the Apple podcast page. You can do it on YouTube. You can reach me. My Instagram's @RealJimMotes. Go there and send me a message. I check them way too much throughout the day. I will respond to you, and I want to hear from you what God is doing through your choice of obedience. This is a huge freaking deal. Here's your call to action. If this episode is stirring something in you, if you're tired of being stuck, if you're done living reactive, if you want transformation in your faith and your fitness, if you want to experience a testimony and a life change like Mike Freeman, who I referred to earlier, I want you to schedule a call with me. We'll talk. We'll build. Let's lay out a real plan for the next season of your life as we're getting ready to turn into 2026. And if you're serious, truly freaking serious about elite discipleship, discipline, building legacy, then you need to join Building and Becoming the School community. Okay? It's not for people who want a quick fix. It's not for people who want hype. It's not for people who want to feel inspired but never take action. It's for the ones who want to become the strongest, most disciplined, most spiritually anchored versions of themselves. Guys, your future deserves this. Your family deserves this. Your legacy deserves this. Guys, I appreciate you so much. I love that Jesus has put Allie and I in a position where our lives can be dedicated to discipleship. I have genuine love for everybody that is here with us. I'm proud of you. I believe in what God is building in each of you. My last encouragement is show up, lead well, build your life with Areté, excellence that honors God. Guys, see you next episode.